Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Junus. You're now tuned into The Star and You. Please subscribe, like the page, and share with others. Thank you for being here with me at the moment. We're about to talk about LeBron James. Shouts to him, for bringing the Cavaliers to the finals. Definitely did his thing. But of course, you know me. I'm a little upset because I fell asleep through the whole thing. But I checked out the highlights and I was like, oh wow. Pretty amazed, but it's not a shocker, checking out his stats. His stats being, of course, his charts, his birth charts and his numbers. So we're gonna get into that a little bit and see what he's all about. So LeBron James, he was born December 30th, 1984. That makes him a Capricorn. We're not gonna get too deep into it, but we're gonna focus on his sportsmanship and athleticism. So when you check out LeBron James, him being a Capricorn, one thing about Capricorns, they're earth signs. And one thing about any earth signs, be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, they're very solid, they're very strong. Like I said previously in that Malcolm X video that I did. And one thing you're gonna know specifically LeBron James being a Capricorn, is his size, his physique, and how he appears. Being that he's a cardinal sign, he's gonna be naturally designed this way to show that kind of leadership quality within him because, cardinal signs are initiators, which he definitely shows in the court. Which is definitely necessary, for him and the Cavaliers. He's gonna know how to take control and be very decisive when the time is at hand and needed, which he showed in Game 7, right? But also, to get deep into this, with him being a Capricorn, Capricorns, they make great athletes and they're great at sports in many ways, especially in boxing, because they're very solid and very grounded, they dominate the knees. And you can see this, with George Foreman, Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones, and also Muhammad Ali, who are all boxing and great at what they do. So you can see this. So with LeBron James being a Capricorn, this is where he shows that quality. He knows when to go win, pass the ball when he wants to, but at the same time, when he slams it, he slams it, you know what I'm saying? He just takes it all the way in. And not to be funny or anything, but how they always cracking jokes on LeBron James with his hairline. But this could be related to the fact, he's born in December, not January. And if December baby, Sagittarius specifically, when they get older, they tend to get baldies. And this is because, they're born with high foreheads. So when they get haircuts, over time, the ball may push it back. So this is like one reason. And also the other reason too, sometimes they go through certain stresses and then their minds a lot. So that could create that stress there as well. So, don't feel bad about it, Tyrese been rocking the baldy for a minute and he got the same birthday as you. So, although, LeBron James ain't like a Sagittarius, Capricorn cuss or anything like that, but he is born in December. And with that energy ruling over him, he's gonna show some of that quality of a Sagittarius. And also not to mention, remember, he's born the 30th. That 3 plus a 0 equals 3. And that 3 is ruled by Sagittarius in numerology. So with that aspect, you can see it in the court. At times when he's a Capricorn, he could be very domineering and, take it off himself and be selfish. But plenty times, he's very generous with the ball. He distributes very well. He always gives a good assist. And that's something about Sagittarius players. They're going to be very generous and they know how to play well with others. And he's going to show that quality within him, being ruled with that 3 and having some of that energy mixed within him because he's born in December. He's gonna have a mutable aspect within him. And you can definitely see that he's very versatile with his style in ball court, He's always trying to be at his best, but at the same time, he always knows how to switch it up and be different. And one thing with him being a Capricorn, it's gonna complement that 3, that Sagittarius nature. The one thing, Capricorns, they tend to be health conscious during their later years, They watch what they eat and they're not really into sweet foods like that. And also, with that 3 nature, being ruled by Sagittarius, they like to work out a lot. They have a lot of energy. They're very restless, complementing the Capricorn nature, actually, in many ways. So you can see this LeBron James, when he works out, he'll get in shape and his physique will be very top-notch. It's not going to be, regular. He'll have cuts and all that because Sagittarius are known for having a lot of cuts, as you can see, like Bruce Lee. But also, if you're to pay attention to Colin Kaepernick as well, he's born November 3rd. And with that 3 nature, you can see that it's really explosive within him and it shows within that physique as well, that like athleticism with the Sagittarius nature. And that's the one thing you're gonna notice, him, LeBron James being born to 3, he's not only gonna rule the knees of Capricorn, but he's also gonna rule the hips. And that's gonna actually make him more different than a Capricorn born in January. He's gonna be a lot more explosive, when he moves in action. And you can definitely see that, when he's in the court, when he's dunking and all that stuff. And he's gonna be very mutable and very flexible too, and have a lot of style within his nature when he's on the court. And because that Sagittarius nature, he's gonna have a lot of versatility and be very adaptable. And speaking about being adaptable and changeable, I guess we're gonna talk about the number 23 in that jersey. As you can see, that number 23, the 2 plus the 3 equals 5. And you know that 5 is ruled by Gemini. And we are in Gemini season right now as we speak, so great time to win that Eastern Conference, I guess. But also you can see there's plenty of time Michael Jordan too when he took it there, right? He has 6 rings. He also has a number 23 as well. So you see there's a magnetism, that's related to number 23 and it being ruled by an air sign. And you can definitely see this within the court, it actually vibrates very well for LeBron James and Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan's an air sign, so, air and air actually would complement how he moves in motion, very flighty. And you can see this also LeBron James, that frequency complimenting him because he's born in December and he has that 3 frequency ruled by Sagittarius, and Sagittarius and Geminis get along very well. So in many ways, yes, it may seem bizarre, but, numbers have a lot of energy behind it. And, this is what he wears every day when he goes out into the court. So this energy is going to really resonate within him when he's on the court, him and Michael Jordan. So that's something you're going to notice with that Gemini frequency. And you can see that's how he's going to play. Like he's going to be very flighty, very adaptable, changeable. And being that it's going to be complimenting him during this time, the championship, the finals, you're going to see it's going to be very rewarding at the end. And plenty of time, this is probably the reason why you see LeBron James got so many rings and Michael Jordan. Also, obviously, because they're great players, but because they're great players, they actually initiated with this number. It's kind of like a blessing in many ways blindly. We just don't see it. But that's what it is for them. It's like a special garment. So you can see that compliment. It's kind of crazy, right? And talk about kind of being crazy with the whole number 23 thing. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, well, Kobe Bryant, he's number 24, and he did his thing, you know what I'm saying? But in actuality, if you really look closely, he's born the 23 of August. And for them having that 5 energy within them, they're gonna have a lot of attraction, a lot of magnetism. Obviously the way they play, but the number frequency also complements the way they play along with their sportsmanship and athleticism. So it causes kind of attraction. They're gonna be very likable. Obviously during the times when they beat the other team, maybe that home may not like them at that moment, but overall though, they're gonna respect them and like the way they play with that frequency and that energy. And I don't know, call me crazy though, that 2-3-2-3, honestly, if you look at it really closely, that's like the only way you could really win games, right? Either you score 2 points inside or you score a 3-pointer. Obviously, the exception with the foul shots, but overall, I think you kind of see what I mean. It's your boy, Jonas. You're now tuned to The Star in You. Thank you for being here with me at the moment. Please subscribe, like the page, share with others. Hope you liked the short video that I did at the moment. Just wanted to point out some things that I just noticed just sprung at me at the moment. Just wanted to record it. Stay tuned for more. Remember, guys, always, let your inner light shine.